Hope you are doing well. I'm showing you around here on this beautiful day. Then we'll do some cleaning, homemaking, and a lot more on this vlog. Please stay on. Homemaking is more than the simple tasks of cleaning, tidying, and organizing. It is an act of love, a way of cultivating peace and beauty within the home. When we look around our living space, we are not merely looking at walls, furniture, or belongings, but at an environment that reflects our inner state of being. A clean and cared for home radiates calmness, while a cluttered or neglected space can create stress and unrest. That is why homemaking, when done with mindfulness, becomes a sacred practice, an act of creating order out of disorder, just as God Himself did at creation. Cleaning is not only about dusting or sweeping, it is about breathing new life into our environment, refreshing our atmosphere, and making space for joy, rest, and love to dwell. When you begin the process of homemaking, it helps to start with gratitude. Instead of looking at chores as burdens, see them as blessings. The dishes piled up in the sink mean that your family has been nourished. The clothes waiting to be folded mean that you have been provided for with warmth and covering. The dust that gathers on shelves means that life has been happening in your home. Gratitude changes cleaning from a task into an offering, from drudgery into devotion. With every sweep of the broom, every folded garment, and every wiped surface, you can whisper a prayer of thanks. Slowly, you will find that homemaking transforms not only your home, but also your heart. Begin your homemaking with small steps. Instead of overwhelming yourself by looking at the whole house at once, choose one room, one space, or even one corner. When you start small, momentum grows. For example, begin with the kitchen table. Clear it of clutter, wipe it down, and place a simple centerpiece such as a candle, a flower vase, or a bowl of fruit. Suddenly, the atmosphere shifts. That clean and organized table becomes a focal point of peace, and from there, you will feel inspired to move outward into other spaces. One small victory creates energy for the next. Homemaking, like life, is not about perfection, it is about progress. Cleaning is also a sensory experience. As you wipe surfaces, notice the smoothness returning to the wood or glass. As you sweep, listen to the gentle sound of bristles collecting dust. As you fold laundry, breathe in the scent of fresh fabrics, and let the warmth of clean clothes soothe your hands. In this way, homemaking becomes a grounding practice, engaging body, mind, and spirit. Rather than rushing through chores, slow down and allow yourself to be present in each moment. The simple act of cleaning a mirror or arranging pillows can bring a surprising sense of joy when done with attention. Another key to homemaking is decluttering. We live in a world where it is easy to accumulate more than we need. But clutter not only crowds our physical spaces, it also weighs on our minds. By letting go of excess, we make room for peace. As you go through your belongings, ask yourself, does this bring value to my life? Does it serve a purpose? Does it bring joy? If not, perhaps it is time to release it. Remember that when you give away what you no longer need, you bless someone else. Decluttering is an act of generosity, and generosity always returns in unexpected ways. In homemaking, rhythm matters. Create simple routines for daily, weekly, and monthly tasks. For example, a daily rhythm might include making the bed, tidying the kitchen after meals, and doing a quick evening reset before bedtime. Weekly tasks might include vacuuming, laundry, or deep cleaning one particular area. Monthly rhythms might include washing windows, rotating seasonal clothing, or organizing storage spaces. By having rhythms, homemaking becomes more manageable, and your home remains in a continual state of care. Instead of feeling like cleaning is a burden, it becomes a natural flow of your days. Homemaking is also about creating beauty. Beyond cleanliness, beauty breathes life into a home. This can be as simple as fresh flowers on a table, a well-lit candle in the evening, or a cozy blanket draped across a chair. Beauty does not need to be expensive. It can be found in small, thoughtful touches that make a space welcoming. A tidy room paired with a small expression of beauty turns a house into a sanctuary. As you clean, ask yourself, how can I make this space not only functional but also delightful? When you add beauty to order, your home becomes a place of rest not only for you, but also for everyone who enters. It is also important to remember that homemaking is never only about things. It is about people. A clean home is not meant to be a museum, but a place of life and love. The ultimate goal is not perfection, but comfort, peace, and hospitality. A child's laughter, a meal shared at the table, a quiet moment of prayer in a clean room. These are the treasures of homemaking. When you clean, you are not only caring for objects, but you are caring for the people who live within those walls. Your work becomes invisible love, love expressed through order, comfort, and care. Even as you clean and organize, extend grace to yourself. Some days will be messy, some chores will remain unfinished, and that is okay. Homemaking is a journey, not a destination. There will always be dishes, always be laundry, always be dust. Do not let the endless cycle discourage you. Instead, let it remind you of the rhythm of life. Just as the seasons change, just as days begin and end, so too does homemaking flow in cycles. When you embrace this rhythm, you will find peace instead of frustration. Think also of homemaking as a form of worship. Just as we present our lives to God as living sacrifices, we can present our homes as offerings of love. The cleanliness, the order, the beauty, they all reflect His nature. God is a God of order, of beauty, of life. When you align your homemaking with Him, every sweep of the broom, every folded sheet, every organized drawer becomes an act of praise. Even the smallest task, like wiping a countertop, can be holy when done with love and gratitude. As you move through your homemaking tasks, speak words of life into your home. Bless the rooms with prayer. As you wash dishes, pray for nourishment. As you fold laundry, pray for the people who will wear those clothes. As you sweep floors, pray for the steps that will walk upon them. By infusing prayer into homemaking, cleaning becomes more than physical. It becomes spiritual. Your home becomes a sanctuary filled with unseen blessings. Finally, remember to rest. Homemaking is about balance. A clean home is wonderful, but so is a home filled with laughter, joy, and presence. Do not let the pursuit of perfection rob you of peace. Rest in the knowledge that your home, no matter how simple, can be a haven of love. When you rest, you restore yourself, so that homemaking flows from a place of abundance rather than exhaustion. In the end, homemaking and cleaning are not just chores, they are gifts. Gifts to yourself, to your family, to your guests, and to God. Each small act of care builds into an atmosphere of peace. And when your home is filled with peace, it becomes easier for your heart to rest, for your spirit to flourish, and for your life to overflow with joy. Homemaking is a quiet but powerful ministry, shaping the environment where love grows. And as you faithfully tend to your home, you will discover that it also tends to you, nurturing your spirit in return.